Bachelorette Katie Thurston struggles with latest cancer setback. May 30, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News fans. Bachelorette star Katie Thurston has shared the ups and downs of her breast cancer battle. She was diagnosed in February despite only being 34 years old. The former reality star revealed she's struggling hard with the latest setback. Keep reading to find out what's going on now. Katie Thurston tries to stay positive amid fight for her life. Katie Thurston's life completely changed this year in more ways than one. She went to the doctor after finding a lump in her breast. She thought it was nothing major, just a benign cyst. But to her shock and dismay, the tests came back as cancer. She eventually found out she had stage 4 cancer, and that it had spread to her liver. After failing to find lasting love on several TV shows, she finally met her match in comedian Jeff Arcuri. They got engaged in the summer of 2024 after less than a year of dating. Shortly after she found out she had breast cancer, Katie Thurston and Jeff Arcuri eloped. He's been with her every step of the cancer journey so far. With her husband by her side, the former Bachelorette star shared a determination to not only beat cancer, but keep a positive outlook throughout the journey. But she's finding out that it's easier said than done. Bachelorette star admits she's just sad over latest setback. More and more women Katie Thurston's age are being diagnosed with breast cancer. She wanted to raise awareness about the importance of not ignoring symptoms like she initially did. The reality star posts about her progress in the cancer fight on an Instagram channel called Booby Broadcast. She gives an unfiltered look at battling cancer, including the downs. Lately, it seems that all she's had was down moments. She recently revealed that one of the medications she's on isn't working, and she may have to undergo a surgery she really doesn't want. Katie Thurston's breast cancer treatment plan involves oral medications instead of chemotherapy, though the pills have similar side effects. The Bachelorette star revealed that she experienced one of the most common but devastating side effects, hair loss. She revealed that a big chunk of her hair fell out when she took a towel off of her head. She wrote that any remedy she uses to treat one cancer symptom usually causes a new issue. Cancer is an endless cycle of take this to fix that which will cause this, but it's to fix that. And it's depressing, a merry-go-round we can't get off. Credit: Katie Thurston Instagram. She likened it to the scary doll from the Toy Story movies. Just throwing things together to be alive. Being a cancer patient takes practice of the mindset. And today, I'm simply just sad, she admitted. Where she sees herself in 5 years. Surviving for 5 years after a cancer diagnosis is considered the benchmark milestone toward permanent remission. So many cancer patients, including Katie Thurston, talk about their 5-year goals. The Bachelorette star shared her response when her husband asked her where she saw herself in 5 years. "I said I just want peace. I want to wake up to birds chirping, starting the coffee pot for him, and throwing chocolate chips in the pancakes for our little," she wrote. In the meantime, her focus is on the immediate future, like the scans she's having in July that will tell if the oral medication is working to fight off the faces her hardest battle yet. Once known for her bold comebacks and sex-positive energy on The Bachelorette, Katie Thurston is now in a far different spotlight. One that's darker, raw, and heartbreakingly real. Fans first rallied behind her when she announced her cancer diagnosis earlier this year, but nothing could have prepared them for what came next. Katie's journey took a devastating turn, and in true Katie fashion, she's facing it head-on. But this time, it's not all roses and confessions in the fantasy suite. This time, it's hospital rooms, uncertainty, and tears. As Katie Thurston opens up about her latest setback in her cancer battle, the world watches in shock and solidarity. But what does this new development mean for her recovery and for her future? Chapter 1. From Roses to Radiation. Katie Thurston was never the typical bachelorette. She wasn't afraid to speak her mind, even when it cost her popularity points. But her latest battle is testing her strength like never before. Diagnosed with a rare form of cervical cancer just months ago, Katie initially shared her journey with optimism. "I'm ready to fight," she wrote on Instagram, smiling in a hospital gown. Her fans cheered her on, celebrities sent prayers, and Bachelor Nation flooded her comments with hope. But that hopeful spirit took a hit after her latest medical update, one that blindsided even those closest to her. "I thought the worst was behind me," Katie shared tearfully in a video diary. "But it's back, or maybe it never left." Chapter 2. The update that broke the internet. Katie had been unusually quiet on social media in recent weeks, and fans feared the worst. On May 28th, she confirmed their suspicions in a heart-wrenching post. Her cancer had spread. "I got the news no one ever wants to hear again," she wrote. "It's progressed. I'm officially in stage IA." The post included a photo of Katie in a headscarf, her face visibly thinner and her smile subdued. What followed was an outpouring of support and disbelief. Bachelor Nation stars like Michelle Young, Caitlin Bristow, and even exes like Blake Moynes commented with heartfelt messages. But the real shock came when Katie hinted that she was preparing for a new round of aggressive treatments, ones with even more severe side effects than before. Chapter 3. A treatment that changed everything. Katie had already undergone chemotherapy and minor surgery earlier in the year, but doctors weren't seeing the results they hoped for. The cancer had not only returned, it was now affecting her lymph nodes and reproductive system. Her new treatment plan included intensive radiation, weekly chemotherapy, and potential immunotherapy trials. "I'm exhausted before I've even started," Katie admitted. In her rawest post yet, Katie detailed the nausea, insomnia, and hair loss she now experiences daily. She even spoke of the psychological toll, depression, mood swings, and a deep fear she hasn't been able to shake. "It's hard to look in the mirror," she said. "I don't recognize myself." And yet, in true Katie fashion, she ended the video by thanking her followers for sticking with her. "Even when I'm at my lowest, you guys make me feel seen." Chapter 4. The private struggles behind the scenes. What the public sees is only a fraction of what Katie endures daily. Sources close to her have revealed that she's been hospitalized multiple times in recent weeks for pain management, dehydration, and complications from her treatment. Katie tries to be strong, but we've seen her break down, a friend told People. There were nights she couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, and begged for a break from the pain. Worse still, Katie has had to put her comedy career and travel plans on hold. Her upcoming stand-up tour was postponed indefinitely, a decision she says broke her heart. "I was finally starting to feel alive again," she wrote. But cancer had other plans. Chapter 5. Romance on pause, where Blake Moynes fits in. Fans have been wondering, where is Blake Moynes during all of this? Though the two ended their engagement in 2021, Blake has quietly shown up for Katie behind the scenes. "He's been checking in," Katie admitted. "We're not back together or anything, but he's been present." Insiders claim that Blake has even flown to San Diego to visit her in the hospital. "There's still love there," a source close to both said. "But right now, it's not about rekindling, it's about survival." Katie's ex-boyfriend John Hersey, who she briefly dated after Blake, also sent support, posting, "Katie is the strongest woman I know. Period." Chapter 6. The emotional toll of public illness. Katie Thurston has always been candid, but even she admitted this level of vulnerability has been draining. "You share because you want people to know they're not alone," she wrote. "But sometimes it just makes me feel even more exposed." Katie confessed to deleting comments, turning off her DMs, and even considering a full social media break. "People say they mean well," she said, "but telling someone to just be positive when they're fighting for their life feels tone-deaf." She opened up about crying alone at night, wishing she had her mother by her side, only to remember she's dealing with her own health issues too. Chapter 7. The dream she might have to let go. Perhaps the hardest blow came when doctors told Katie that her chances of having children naturally were now close to zero. "I froze my eggs before chemo, just in case," she revealed. "But now, even that's a big maybe." In a heartbreaking moment during a podcast appearance, Katie shared her dream of becoming a mother. "I always imagined a little girl with my laugh," she said. "I just didn't think cancer would take that from me." Fans were devastated. The comments were filled with prayers and messages like, "You still have time," and "Never give up hope." But Katie's reply was sobering. Hope is heavy when your body is tired. Chapter 8. A surprise gesture from Bachelor Nation. In a rare moment of light, Bachelor Nation rallied together for Katie. Contestants from multiple seasons, including Gabby Windey, Rachel Lindsay, and even Clayton Eckford, came together for a special fundraiser in her name. Hosted virtually, the event raised over $250,000 for cervical cancer research, and Katie was watching from her hospital bed. "You guys have no idea what this means to me," she said during a surprise Zoom appearance. "I'm so grateful. I just wish I wasn't the reason for it." Her tearful thank you moment went viral, once again showing the nation just how beloved and brave she is. Chapter 9. Facing her mortality with grace. In a recent YouTube vlog, Katie got brutally honest. "I don't know what the future holds," she said, "and I think I'm finally making peace with that." She talked about writing letters to loved ones just in case, planning a will, and preparing for what might come. It was a side of Katie that stunned fans, raw, real, and mature beyond her years. Still, she ended on a hopeful note. "I'm not giving up. I'm just preparing for all outcomes." That's not weakness, that's strength. Chapter 10. What's next for Katie Thurston? Doctors are cautiously optimistic that Katie's new treatment plan could slow the cancer spread, though they stress it's still an uphill battle. "Every case is different," her oncologist told Us Weekly, but Katie's spirit and resilience are a major asset. Katie has promised to keep sharing her story, even as things get harder. "If I disappear for a bit, just know I'm still here, fighting, resting, healing." She's also working on a memoir, tentatively titled Roses Fade, But I Don't. It's expected to chronicle her bachelorette journey, cancer battle, and everything in between. Comme si l'usayan. More than a reality star, Katie Thurston may have won hearts on The Bachelorette, but it's her fight off-screen that's defining her legacy. She's become a symbol of vulnerability, authenticity, and unimaginable strength. As she battles this latest cancer setback, fans are no longer just rooting for her to find love, they are praying for her life. Katie's story is no longer about a final rose. It's about finding light in the darkest tunnel and holding onto it for dear life.